We all have kind of the story of how we got to where we were. So you said you started 5 years ago.
Mhm.
What was the process? What made you say, "Hey, I want to get into this wild, exciting world of home lending"?
Yeah, so a friend of mine that's in the industry had been recruiting me for a couple of years, and I had been traveling in my other industry as a software consultant, helping dealerships. Didn't want to travel anymore, just wanted to be at home with my family a bit more. And when March of 2020 rolled around, kind of a funny date on the calendar, I decided I think now's the time to make that move. So I came over and never turned back, never looked back. But it was a fun time trying to tell your wife, "Hey, I'm gonna leave my guaranteed salary plus
Right.
commissions with benefits and matching 401k and all that to go work for myself and start my own business."
Well, you and I have worked together on a number of deals, and when I think about what you talk about, March 2020, when COVID hit, because when COVID hit, everybody in my sphere of influence looked at the market that had already the numbers weren't good already coming out of 2019 as far as the interest rates, the short term lending rates, some of the economics, and we thought there was going to be a little bit of a pause anyways on at least the investment side of the industry. And then we hit March 2020 and COVID gets declared. And we thought, okay, this is it. This is going to put the brakes on it. And it did just the opposite.
Right.
The real estate industry kind of went wild, but it's a big step to go from a corporate job where you've got guaranteed income and then come over into home lending. So there must be a why. I mean, there's got to be a story behind why you'd make the jump into, becoming a lender, a mortgage lender for.
Absolutely. Yeah. Thank you for asking. So, a couple of things. Number one, I'd always wanted to work for myself. I have entrepreneurs all over both sides of my family. Farmers in North Dakota going back more than 100 years. And the so my when I bought my first house in the early 2000s, I didn't understand my mortgage, and I got pushed into a bad mortgage, and my rate adjusted
Wow.
quickly, and then it adjusted again, and very quickly I couldn't afford my home, and I had to sell it. And luckily, an investor came and bought it, and I was able to get out from it and walk away with a very small amount of money. But that's gutting when you work very hard to buy your first home, and then you find yourself in a situation where you need to sell that home.
Right.